Thanks to the recent innovations in the mobile camera game, many people have turned to their smartphones for mobile shooting. As a result, we've seen plenty of aspiring Instagrammers, TikTokers, YouTubers, and more use their phones to create content. So if you are one of them and you are looking for a brand new smartphone and you are willing to splurge for the best, you are in the right channel. In this video, we will be comparing the video shooting capabilities of the iPhone 13 Pro and the Vivo X80 Pro. These are top-of-the-line devices with powerful camera specs and features for content creation. The Vivo X80 Pro is one of the must-consider phones in the country due to its advanced camera technologies in partnership with legendary optics maker ZEISS that we will talk more about later. If you are new to the channel, subscribe and leave a like as well. Anyway, this is Peter of GIZGUIDEPH and let's begin. In the Philippines, the iPhone 13 Pro has a starting price of 63,990 pesos for the 128 gigs variant, and it could go all the way up to 95,990 pesos for the 1TB edition. The device features a trio of 12MP shooters for wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto shots. The wide 12MP camera is a special one as it has a fast f1.5 aperture size and sensor-shift OIS. Moreover, the device has a LiDAR scanner and True Tone flash with slow sync. The chip it is using is the A15 Bionic with an improved image signal processor. Meanwhile, the X80 Pro uses cameras with bigger numbers. The main shooter is a massive 50 megapixels f1.6 GNV sensor with 1/1.31-inch sensor size. To those who miss it, this is a highly advanced custom image sensor that uses Vivo's sensor shift optical image stabilization, keeping its wide camera stable. This also has high light sensitivity and reduced noise, designed to produce pro-like photos and videos. The massive camera is paired with another large 48 megapixel f2.2 IMX598 ultra-wide-angle camera with autofocus, 12MP f1.9 IMX663 portrait camera with gimbal OIS, and an 8MP f3.45x periscope camera with PIDA focus and OIS. Moreover, it has a ZEISS T anti-reflective coating, color temperature sensor, and dual LED flash. To enhance its capabilities further, Vivo added its very own Vivo V1 Plus imaging chip on top of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1's own ISP. This Vivo V1 Plus chip is designed to improve the dynamic range, reduce noise, improve white balance, and make the overall photo and video shooting experience better in nearly all lighting conditions, including low light. Now, let's try them out. The first thing we will try is the maximum video shooting resolution of the phones. The iPhone 13 Pro has the ability to take up to 4K 60fps, and this is one of the higher resolutions and frame rates around. But the Vivo X80 Pro has the ability up to 8K at 30fps. Obviously, it is very crisp. The main advantage of this is it will allow you to crop and zoom without losing too many details. What surprised us the most is it has a minimal crop. Its field of view is just as wide as the 4K of the iPhone 13 Pro Max as well. If we do 4K versus 4K, it is debatable in daylight and well-lit scenarios. Both are highly detailed. The iPhone shoots videos with warmer colors, while the X80 Pro has slightly cooler tones. I slightly find the autofocus speed faster on the X80 Pro. Both allow 4K 60fps shooting using the ultra-wide cameras, and even if you zoom, the two have great quality ultra-wides, and I slightly find more details on the X80 Pro. For zooming, the X80 Pro has up to 10 times 4K video zoom, while the iPhone has up to 15 times at 1080p. The zoom quality on the iPhone for me is just a bit better. Another thing that I like about the iPhone is it shoots up to 4K 60fps for selfies. The X80 Pro only has up to 1080p at 30fps for selfies. Some may like it better due to its colors though. And thankfully, the quality of the video it produces is considered great. Both also have OIS at 4K and both take stabilized videos by default. For ultra-wide, the two will mostly rely on software or electronic stabilization. When you use the 2x zoom, the Vivo X80 X80 Pro has an option to use the gimbal stabilization at 1080p, and it is quite nice. The Vivo X80 Pro even has a crop ultra stabilization, and it is really super stable. Check this out. One very cool feature here is the horizontal leveling stabilization. We think that this is great for those with unsteady hands or those who take videos with extreme motion. The shots that we took using these modes are stabilized even when we tilt the device at awkward angles. Impressive. For indoors with a little challenging light or in low light, both did very well for a smartphone. But due to Vivo's use of a bigger sensor and the V1 Plus chip, the videos that it took are a little better with less noise even if it is just at 4K 30fps. Take a look at these shots. This is due to the extreme night vision features of the X80 Pro. Vivo is the winner here for me. For special features, the iPhone 13 Pro has a cinematic blur effect with an adjustable aperture. The Vivo X80 Pro can also do that, but with more options to choose from. It has a ZEISS tuned cinematic effect with cinematic aspect ratio and the natural mode. The iPhone sadly can't do this. It also has a lot of movie LUTs grading to choose from that give a cinematic vibe. Personally, I love the Dark Knight mode and the Cyberpunk mode. It is really movie-like. It can also record videos with elliptical bokeh, similar to anamorphic lenses, and it is very cool. The two also have slow-mo functions. Apple can do HD slow-mos at 240fps, while Vivo can do the same frame rates at 1080p. It even has up to 480p FPS at 720p when needed. Then, the two also have a time-lapse function. For Vivo, the speed is even adjustable. For us, you cannot go wrong with both for video shooting. The two delivered some of the best video performance that could be great for mobile vlogging. With these phones, you can create passable cinematic-like videos even if you do not have a big camera. The iPhone is a solid option if you shoot simple videos. But if you wanted a mobile device that has a lot of functionalities that could help you be more creative with your shots, the Vivo X80 Pro could be the one for you. We enjoyed using its different stabilization modes, ZEISS filters, movie-like effects, and more among others. Again, its shooting capability is quite good even in low light as well. It even has a teleprompter function for those who need pointers and notes when shooting videos. Personally, if you are an aspiring content creator, you can do more on the X80 Pro based on what we saw. That's it. What do you guys think? Which phone do you like better for taking videos for your vlogs and more? Let us know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Peter of GIZGUIDE.com. Stay safe always. Goodbye.